What's up, everybody? This is Investor Shake back at it again with another video. And today is going to be Halal stock pick number 4. And today's stock pick is Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol JNJ. Now, this company is one of the most recognizable companies in the US because they are known to create a lot of products. And a description of the company is that JNJ is a holding company which engages in the research and development, manufacture, and sale of products in the healthcare field. It operates through the following segments: consumer, pharmaceutical, and medical devices. The consumer segment includes products used in the baby care, oral care, beauty, over-the-counter pharmaceutical, women's health, and wound care markets. The pharmaceutical segment focuses on therapeutic areas such as immunology, infectious diseases, vaccines, neuroscience, oncology, cardiovascular and metabolism, and pulmonary hypertension. The medical devices segment offers products used in the orthopedic, surgery, cardiovascular, diabetes care, and eye health fields. So, as a holding company, they have a lot of products under the brand. And so the key stats is that it has a $400 billion market cap. Each share pays a dividend of $3.86 a year. And the range has been from $109 to $157. So based on the current stock price of $153, it's currently near the 52-week high. And the PE ratio is 26, which is fairly high. And the earnings per share is $5.77. And now I will pull up a list of products that fall under the Johnson & Johnson umbrella. As you can see here in this picture, there are a lot of products that are part of Johnson & Johnson, and a lot of these are products that you may have in your home, such as Benadryl if you have allergies, Aveeno for skincare, Listerine if you want to have fresh breath, Band-Aid, for every paper cut you have or a wound, you're always gonna put a Band-Aid on it to cover it. Tylenol. That's if you have a headache, any pain, you'll use a Tylenol. And here are some additional Johnson & Johnson products like Neutrogena, One Touch, Splenda, and the list goes on and on. So this is similar with other holding companies such as Nestle, Unilever, as they basically have a basket of products that they have ownership of. So it's basically Johnson & Johnson is a holding company that has a lot of subsidiaries under its belt. So whenever you purchase Johnson & Johnson shares, you're getting a little bit of Listerine, Band-Aid, One Touch, Splenda, Tylenol, Motrin, etc. That is a very diverse set of products that is under the Johnson & Johnson umbrella. And you know what else is considered a basket of products? An ETF. Many would say that Johnson & Johnson is similar to that of an ETF, as it is a diversified company that is not focused on a few items. As you can tell earlier, they focus on consumer products and pharmaceutical products. Now that I showed you the consumer side I want to show you the pharmaceutical side of Johnson & Johnson. So they are one of many companies right now that are focusing on creating a vaccine for this outbreak that has occurred this year. And in this article from the Johnson & Johnson website, they have an agreement with the US government to manufacture 100 million doses of this vaccine. And it appears that the government is committing over $1 billion for this agreement. That is a big deal, assuming that Johnson & Johnson comes up with the vaccine. I think it's truly important because many companies are focused on a vaccine, but this is a recognizable brand. Now, I wouldn't invest in this stock as a bet to see if they would come out successful with this vaccine. That wouldn't be a good purpose for owning this stock, by the way. When it comes to how the stock has performed over the last few years, it has been growing in the past 5 years. So if you had the stock since 2015, you would have had almost a 70% gain on your investment. So although the stock is growing, the growth is slow and gradual because this is a company that is diversified, has a lot of products, and there are some successful products and there are not so successful products, but over time you start to see that the company is growing. So this may be a company worth investing in if you are looking for that reliable long-term growth. Now, since its inception, it has grown over 9,000%. That is not to say that they will experience growth at that magnitude if you purchase the stock today. I'm not saying that at all. I'm sure a lot of the growth has already occurred in this company, but the continual growth is going to be slow and gradual. And another thing about this stock is that it pays a dividend. And let's take a look at how the dividend has grown over time. So right now, they currently pay a dividend of $1 per quarter. So let's take a look at how the dividend has grown in the past 20 years. So back in 2000, they were paying 14 to 16 cents every quarter. So you were getting about 64 cents a year. But then as the years pass, you start to see the dividend grows. So we're at 20 cents, 33 cents, 46 cents, 54 cents, 61 cents. And as you see, as the quarters go by, the dividend increases. And for the first time, the quarterly dividend payouts have passed $1. Now, this is why being a long-term investor has its benefits. For this stock, not only is the stock price increasing at a gradual rate, but the dividend is increasing gradually as well. And if you were to have this set on drip, you would definitely see your position in Johnson & Johnson grow significantly over time. And this is a good company to look out for. Any company that has solid growth, and by growth I mean both the capital gains and the dividends, it's a company worth investing in my opinion. As long as you do the due diligence and have a solid understanding of how this company functions and where they get their revenue from, you should not have any concerns on whether to sell your position. Looking at the balance sheet for Johnson & Johnson, we have here that they have $31 billion in total assets. This is, by the way, all numbers are in thousands. So $31 billion in assets, and while they have 23 billion in liabilities. So overall, the company is net positive, which is good. They don't have that much liabilities. However, one thing to take a look at is their long-term debt. So this was 2018. It was at 3.4 billion. Then this is 2019, 3.4 billion. And then 2020 has almost tripled to 9.4 billion. So the long-term debt is increasing, so that's one thing to look out for. But overall, I don't see this being devastating for the company. This is a company with a solid background, and the fact that they have a lot of products under their arsenal really gives this company protection against volatility because of how well diversified they are. All in all, I'd like to say that this stock is a good stock to hold in a retirement portfolio. I believe this is a company that is best held for many years to come if you want a company that is going to grow over time. Now, unless there's a crash, a big market crash, I see no concerns for any significant price drops for this company. It could very well reach the 200s in a couple years. Note that I'm taking into account the slow and gradual growth. This is not a pure growth stock. I view this more as a dividend paying stock that allows me to gradually increase my income as the years pass. Now, I personally do not have a position in JNJ, but I may consider purchasing fractional shares to slowly build a position to get some of that dividend income. Now, I am not a financial advisor, but if you're looking for a company that is solid, that is diversified, and has been a dependable brand in the American economy, I would take a good look at JNJ. This is a good company. They are involved in just about a lot of things, especially in vaccine production for this pandemic. Although I do not have a position, I am long on JNJ. It's going to be slow growth, but regardless, I'm still long on this stock. This is Investor Shake, checking out.